Hi, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Vishwa.
Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Okay, great. So yesterday I gave, some task, you know, I could say in group only one person completed that activity.
I think 3 4 people
Others also try to complete that.
who have posted Puri result of my me upload.
Sorry?
I think 3 people I think they posted in the WhatsApp. Right?
Yeah, just now, today I could see now two people posted. Okay. See, class timings daily, 10 o'clock, okay? There is no change in that.
Puri is asking thing.
Just give me a second. Okay. See, whenever, you log into this meeting, make sure you need to keep your name, okay? Write it your full name so that I can understand people who are joining on daily basis. Moreover, don't share this link to other people because these are all, paid classes, right? Don't share to other people. Okay. Now, see, yesterday we discussed about, how to construct a RESTful API. Okay. So I gave some interview questions. I think, no one prepared answers for. I know the reason you're not able to get the time or how it will. As I told you earlier while joining this class, okay, make sure if you have time, then only you can join. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time and as well as money. Okay. At least today onwards, try to, prepare all the interview questions and learn it. Okay. Yeah. So yesterday we discussed this simple API, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now, if you see this, okay, this is called, a resource path, and this we can call it as method. Okay. So this is the request which we are going to pass. Okay. And then this is the response. And then this is the HTTP status code. Okay. Now, if you want to construct any kind of API, we need these 5 things: resource path, method, request, response, and then HTTP status codes. Okay. Now here, I added only 200, but I'm going to add few more here. 400. You just click this up arrow down, you will get all the interviews. Body, application JSON, example. See why we are taking application JSON. Why not XML? Okay. So for that, today I'm giving few more interview questions. So today your interview question is, what is web service? Second one is, types of
Hello,
web services.
I'm not in here actually. Hello.
Which web service is more secure and why it is more secure? Okay, JSON versus XML. So you have to write at least 10 differences. Okay. So along with that, I'm going to add, a few more interview questions as well going forward. One, two, three, four. Okay. See, if I say interview question, definitely will get it, guys. Make sure try to prepare all these interview questions. Okay. Next, here I'm going to add, few more interview questions going forward. Now we'll go back here. So example. So you just write result or message, anything you can write. Message, bad request. Okay. Now you can ask me one question here. Hey, so why you are going to implement 400? Why not 404? Why not 405? Why not 500? So how we will come to know whether which status code we need to implement it, right? So you don't want to, worry about this. Why? Because which status code you want to implement it, all the status codes they will provide you in the requirement document. Okay. So these are all, we don't have any document and all, right? So what I'll do, I'm going to add some random status codes here. After few classes, I am going to showcase you live project APIs. Okay. So that you can understand how the requirement structure will be, what and all they are going to provide, everything I can share with you. Okay. So I'm going to copy paste this and make sure you need to copy paste in a proper line. Okay. And here we have two important points you have to remember here. Can you see? If I wrote 400, why we are getting error?
Duplicate.
Duplicate. Okay. So duplicate means system is not able to understand. Do I need to process this or this? Okay. So imagine I'm giving one example. So in participants list, let's say two people will have a same name. Okay. If I call that name, who is going to respond? Sometimes what will happen? Both won't respond. Why? Because this guy is calling not me, that some other person, like that. Okay. Sometimes one will respond, other person will not respond. Sometimes both will not respond. Sometimes both will respond. Okay. See here, so many scenarios will be there. Here also, if we write 400, 400 two times, system will not understand. Do I need to accept this or this? So that's why what developer they did here, if they will see like this, immediately it should throw some error. Okay, saying that, see, we are getting error, some duplicate key. Okay. Now, I'm giving two important points here. Make sure you need to remember these 2 points. Okay. So now, note. So first one is, in one API, we can't write same resource path twice. See what I told, in one API, we cannot write same resource path twice. That means this is my calculator API, right? What is my resource path? Addition, right? Again, if I write addition, what will happen? Obviously, it will throw error. You just place a cursor. What it is showing? Duplicated resource path / addition. So we should not write same resource path twice. Understood? That is point number 1. You need to remember. You just delete this. Okay. Second point, in one resource path, we can't write same method or status codes twice. So this is the resource path, right? So we have a resource path called addition. So you should not write same method twice. Let's say we have a get method, right? Again, if I write get method here, so it will throw error, duplicate key get. We should not write it. Understood? So here, duplicate status code, you should not write it twice. Understood, or any questions here?
Understood, sir.
So if you are not able to understand, you just let me know, okay? Because these are all very, very important. If you remember these things, then only you can implement it. So what I'll do, I'm going to write 404. Now this is different, it will accept. 404 means not found. See, I gave one URL, right? HTTP cat.
Yes, sir.
See, if I say 404, immediately you have to say not found, right? So these are all you need to learn it. You need to learn 200 series, 400 series, and then 500 series. Okay?
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, same I'm going to implement it. Control C, Control V. Here, I'm going to write 405. 405 means what?
405.
She wouldn't prepare the document.
Method not
Method not allowed.
Allowed.
I
Okay.
have written in a book, sir.
No, don't use book. Okay. Don't use book and pen. Okay. Always what you need to do, you have to maintain one WordPad. Okay.
Okay.
Here, whatever the interview questions I gave it to you, that you can keep it in. Question should be some color, answer should be some different color. Okay. This
Okay,
is
sir.
how you need to prepare all the interview questions. Why? Because If you prepare from day one, if you learn it, same questions you will get it. See, whenever if you are attending for any interview, you just go through that and you can see that as well. Let's say I'll show you something. Example. See how I prepared. Difference between file FTP and SFTP. Okay. So protocol will be different. File security will be different. Like this, you have to, prepare a proper document. Understood? If you prepare it, what will happen whenever, if you are attending any interview, let's say we connected, right, through Zoom. Same you connected Zoom. Imagine interviewer asking some questions. Okay, you turn on your video and you can open this document also. Let's say he asks something about FTP. You just use controller, just type FTP and enter it. Okay. See if FTP will be there, it will display. Directly it will take this and you can see this question and answer. You can explain to the interviewer. That is one of the advantage here. Understood? Why? Because you are just turn on your video. That's it. You don't want to share your screen, right? So that's what and all the documents which you open here, he cannot see. Understood? So that's why easily you can crack this if you maintain documents like this. Anyhow, I'm going to share all the documents with you. But what you need to do, you have to prepare it by your own. Okay. This document I can share you at the end. Got it? Okay. Yeah. Now 405, right? Similarly, I'm going to write one more. See, if I write, what will happen? We are getting error. Why we are getting error here?
Indentation.
Indentation. So,
Here in
see,
this
here
one
we
body
are
is
getting error, right? You can see we started here, right? But
yes.
this one we started here. So that's why we are getting error.
Mm.
See, if you want to move this towards, first you can select this. If you want to move right side, use tab. Always tab right side.
Okay.
If you want to move this right side. If you want to move towards left side, shift tab. Okay. So here what I'll do, I'll make it as 500. What do you mean by 500?
Server not.
Internal server error. Got it? Okay. Now, so I added, 1, 2, 3, 4 status codes. Okay. So this is how we need to create a API. Now what I'll do, similar way, I'm going to create for subtraction also. I think 3 people, they completed this task, but still I'm going to explain. Apart from this, I'm going to explain a few more important things. Okay. Please be patient. People who already completed this task, please wait. Subtraction. So this is our resource path, right? Can you see? Here you can see the resource. If I enter method, and the method, what I'll do, I'll go with the different method. Okay. Patch. Next. Query parameter. Number 1. See, we should not use patch here, but still I'm using only for, your understanding. If you are using methods, you can see the different colors for each and every method. That's what. Okay. Number 1, required true, right? Next, type integer, right? Next, I'm going to write number 2, required. See, if I write required true, what will happen? If I don't write required true, what will happen? I'll not write required here. See, this is the difference. You will get it now.
What required is like any default thing is there also.
If you see this, if I click on write, this is subtraction only, right?
Oh,
Required field. What it is showing? Number one, asterisk. Asterisk means this is the mandatory field, right? And again, you can see number two also mandatory. See, number one is mandatory. Okay, why? Because required, we mention it as true. That's why we got this asterisk. But if you see for number two, I did not mention required equal to true, but still it is showing a mandatory field. That means by default, even if you did not specify it, by default, required always it will be true only. Okay. Now, if you want to remove this asterisk, what you need to do? You want to make it as optional. So, required, we just make it as false. Now, can you see there is no asterisk? See, you are, saying that required is false means by default it will be true. But you are telling the system you want to make it this as a false. So if you do like this, it is an optional field. Now, can you see? This is also, I'll make it as optional. And we'll see the difference. For these two, we mentioned required true, true, right? Now, for this, we will mention false, false. And we'll see later what will happen. Enter. Responses. 200. Body. Application JSON. Exam. So always you have to select like this. You should not write it by your own. Message or result. Subtraction is 2. Something I wrote it. Okay. Now, I will not pass any value here. If I click on send, what will happen? We'll get the output. See? Even if you are not passing any value, but still you are getting output. Why? Because you mentioned this is the optional field. But if you test this addition, try it. If you don't pass any value here, if you make a request, you will get 400 battery. See? So that is the difference between these two. Required equal to true means always you have to pass that particular value. Okay. If you make it as required equal to false, you don't want to pass anything. Got it?
Sure, how it is working? Backend, there is any XML generated out of this entire flow?
No, whenever they created this tool, automatically they did this. Understood?
To say that even the mandatory field, you are not passing, you are getting some text message that is mandatory. That the backend,
That's what they
code
designed.
generating the design tool.
If you did not pass any value, they designed like this. We need to throw this 400 error. Understood? Okay. How we generated that code and all, we don't know, right? Because we are using this tool. We did not create this tool. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So next, similarly, what we'll do? These are all common for every API, right? So what I'll do? I'll copy this and I can paste it over here. Okay. Now we are getting some issue. Can someone tell me exactly why we are getting this issue? Where we are getting error?
Same intent that 404, same that intent.
404, it is there in same place, right? In the 200, same place.
No, the top 400.
This 400, can you see? This is not in exact place. So if you want to come towards the left side,
Yeah,
what we need
Kishore,
to
1 minute.
Shift
1 minute.
Shift tab, shift
Don't,
tab.
no, Kishore, don't do anything. My question is, right side is showing red. When you click that one, it won't take you where that error.
No,
That is like a postman. If you have a, what I'm going to say,
no,
code
it won't
notified.
do. It won't fix it.
Oh, crazy.
Okay.
The down it show project error we see, right? Can you, how you
Wherever
can
you can see, it won't fix. If you
and
see
here
this,
it will tell you the
display
row
the,
number. Oh,
yeah, where you are getting that kind of error, line number, it will display. That's it.
line number. Okay.
Okay.
But manually going headache.
Now body.
Clear, right? Now can you see there is no error? So it got explained earlier, line number 72 and 73, there was some error. Why? Because body we kept under this code. So that's why we got it. Understood? See, in this MuleSoft, if you are getting error, immediately it will display where we are getting error and all. Okay. So that is the beauty of this MuleSoft. Anyone can learn very easily. And if you are getting some kind of error, let's say, I'll use Control Z. See, this is not, proper indentation or alignment, right? See, line number 71, I wrote 400, but line number 2, I should give some cap space, but I didn't provide here 72. If you click on this project errors, it will display. Can you see? Calculator hyphen API.ramp. It is giving this file name also. Why? Because in future, right now we have only one file. In future, you have 20 files. That time, if we explain only line number, it will display. You cannot understand, right? So that's why it is giving proper location also. What is the file name, which file name, and what is the line number you are getting, and what kind of error you are getting. Everything, it got displayed properly. Understood? So make sure you just go to that particular line and you just fix that issue. That's it. Okay. That's it. Now we don't have any error. Okay, this is addition and then subtraction. Okay. In similar way, we can do remaining things also. What I'll do, I'm going to copy paste it, but you guys don't copy paste it. See, this is first time you guys are doing, right? So that's why don't copy paste it. Always try to enter it by you. See, why we are getting this many errors?
Not aligned in a place, proper place.
It is there in proper place. See,
Not
No,
the
after
subtraction,
that,
duplication.
duplication there.
Subtract duplication, remove so many errors will go out.
okay, here what we need to do? Division. See, now there is no error. Okay. Only resource path, we made it as duplicate. And method also, I'll change it to delete. That's it. Okay. Now again, here we need to change it. Instead of subtraction,
Division.
division, 1.2 something I wrote it. Okay. If you click this summary, you can see for get method, we have a different color. For patch, for delete, we have a different. Understood? Now, similar way, this we can make it as multiplication. Here I'll keep it as put method. See, don't ask me what is get, post, put, delete, all this. This we will discuss in tomorrow class. Okay. So any questions or confusion here up to now? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, all are good. Fine. Okay. So I created like this, right? Now, can you see this is the root file? Okay. So as a best practice, as a good developer, we should not write so many lines of code in the root file. Okay. Our root file, it will be always sweet and short. Okay. You should not write, too many lines of code in the root file. So what we need to do, see, even though I wrote a code, right? Now you can see 190 lines of code is there. It is working. Let me change this. This is multiplication, right? Forty-two. So if I test any API, it will work. We'll get the output. Can you see? Multi is 42. It is working fine. But if you wrote like this, you are not a good developer. You are a developer, but not a good developer. Why? Because you are not going to follow some standards. You are not going to reuse the code. Okay. You are not able to optimize the code. So that's why you are not a good developer. As a good developer, what we need to do? We need to follow the naming conventions, coding standards, and as much as you want to reuse it, that you can reuse it, and you can optimize the code. All these things, make sure while creating any kind of API, we need to remember all the things. Okay, that I will teach now. See, same. If you click on any API, it is working fine. Now what we need to do, we have to optimize it. Even though if you optimize this code, still if you are clicking, if you are testing any endpoint, it should work. It should not throw any error at any cost. Understood? Okay. Now, so yesterday I gave one interview question. What is an API lifecycle? Anyone can answer for this? At least anyone having any idea? API lifecycle means what? No idea. Very bad.
The life cycle of an API refers to the various stages it goes through the from initial conception.
Very good.
Planning,
Yeah,
planning, development, documentation, and API designing.
Planning, application documentation, testing, deployment.
perfect. At least you've gone through some website and you got
Mo-
comment. Basically, API lifecycle consists of 3 phases. Okay, design phase, implementation, and then management. Okay, this you can call it as design, development, and then deployment. Okay, so this is the API lifecycle. Okay, API lifecycle consists of 3 phases: design, development, and then deployment. Again, in design phase, we have 4 stages. Can you see? This is the design phase, right? Here again, we have 4 stages. First, based on the requirement, we have to design our API. In this design, we have 4 stages. First one is design. In this design phase, so based on the requirement, we are going to design our API. That is done. Can you see? Based on the requirement, I have designed my API. Okay. Second one is simulate. Simulate is nothing but testing. So in this simulate phase, we are going to test our application. So how can I test my application? Simply I'll click on try it and I'm going to pass some values. And if I send it, so I got the output. So I simulated. That means I tested my application. It is working fine. So in design, 2 stages done. Third one is feedback. So who is going to provide feedback?
Client.
Client. Client.
Give the requirement.
The person who
Sorry?
gave the requirement.
Client or Scrum Master will provide the feedback.
Okay. Maybe client, or in your team only some expert or SME will be there, subject matter expert or team lead or your senior. Someone is going to give this feedback. Okay. See, this will be vary depending upon the organization. Okay. So if they want to give this feedback, first we need to share this API with them, right? Agree or not?
Yes.
So how we can share this API to them?
But there is mock option, I guess. Yes.
Huh?
Mock. They find in one of the video. There's like one mock option where we can do that URL too.
Okay,
It
I
will be
will tell
live.
you. 1 second, I'll tell you. See, here we have, as I told you earlier, it depends on organization to organization. Let's say if someone want to give feedback, maybe your senior or your manager or someone, imagine that guy working in the same organization, right? Agree or not? Same organization means what you can do? You can directly connect with him, you can share your screen, and you can do this. This is one way. Second way is you just publish this API to Exchange so that what he can do, he is having access. Let's say, uh, imagine this is my company name. Okay, where it is. This is why I got
Uh,
changed. Okay, imagine I am working with IBM. Imagine in IBM, I am not only MuleSoft developer, right? So in my project, so many MuleSoft developers will be there, testers will be there, managers will be there. So for them, they will provide access, right, for this anypoint, right? So that once you publish API directly, they can go there and they can test it. So after publishing your API to Exchange, you just tell them, hey boss, I have designed my API and I publish that API to Exchange as well. Can you please go there and check it? So what he can do is going to test it and he is going to provide feedback. So imagine someone told me, client, they want to validate. So we cannot share our company account to client, right or not? So what we need to do? We have to mock this service. Can you see mocking service config? There is one setting symbol. This we can call it as mocking service configuration. Click on this mocking service, make public.
okay.
Okay. So the moment you make a public, you got one URL, public link, you will get it. Just copy this link. Okay. And if you want to test this, we need to use Postman. Okay, client need to download this Postman. So whatever the URL which you are going to share, that you can post it over here. After that, see, in this URL, if you make a request, what will happen? We'll get error 404 not found.
Hmm.
So not found means
You're not
you gave one
publishing.
Not
URL.
live yet.
No. We provided some URL, right? See, in this URL, we
So
have
small.
4 endpoints: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So this tool is getting confused. Do I need to test this endpoint, addition or subtraction or multiplication? It is getting some confusion, right? So we have, so system is not able to understand, do I need to test this or this? So we need to inform to the system saying that, hey, we want to test addition, right? Now we got 404. Again, if you make a request, what will happen? We'll get output.
Addition.
No, you will get 400. 400 bad request.
Okay.
See, why you are
You're
getting
not-
bad request?
Request parameter, no?
Yeah,
Editor.
you are not giving any input. How you are going to expect output? Right? So, and we mentioned moreover, this is the required field. Can you see? Required parameter number 1 is missing. So, you have to pass this. Can you see? Params query param. Here you need to pass number 1 some value. Number 2 some 8 plus 4 12. But what will get? Whatever will be there in that response, that we will get. See, now you got 200. See how many status codes you got it? You got 200, 400, 404. Shall we try 405? 405 means what I need to change?
405.
405 means what?
Method not found.
Method not found. That means what I need to change here?
Get the chain one.
The
post
get
that.
method to post or something.
Yeah,
Method we
instead
need
of
to
get
change.
method, we can make it as post. And you made a request. Can you see? 405 method is not about. Okay. See, all we got it. This is how we can test it. Got it? So now what happened? Client they tested and they gave feedback saying that, hey, everything goes. If everything goes well, what we need to do? We need to move to the next stage, right? Client or customer or your team lead or your senior or someone told me that saying that whatever the API which you design, that is okay, perfect. Okay. Now, if something we need to change it. Okay, they'll give inputs that again we need to change that, again we need to validate it. Right? So these are the 4 stages which are present in the design. In design phase, we have 4 stages: design, simulate, feedback, and then validate. Okay? Clear?
Shall we check it on browser then?
Sorry?
Shall we check it on browser?
Browser, it will support only get method, but that is not at all a good practice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's say if I take this, Control C, browser, it will work only for get methods. So you got result addition is 20. But if it is different method, you won't get the output. If it is a post method, okay, or put method, browser won't support.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And also this is not a good practice to test your URLs in the browser. Always you have to use this post method. Understood?
Mm.
Okay. Let's say today we used to write query parameter, we are sending some request. Tomorrow I may use body, right? If I use body, I'll click on this body and I can send some request here. But how you are going to pass here body? We don't have option, right? So that's why it is not recommended. Moreover, it's not a good practice. Clear? Okay. Any other questions here? So this is the API lifecycle. If interviewer will ask you, you have to answer this. Okay, API lifecycle consists of 3 phases: design, development, and as well as deployment. Again, in design phase, we have 4 stages: design, simulate, feedback, and validate. And in design phase, based on the requirement, we are going to design our API simulator. In this phase, we are going to test our application. Feedback. We are going to share the mocking URL to the client. And then based on their feedback, If any changes will be there, again we need to incorporate the changes. Again we need to simulate that, and again we will send that URL to the client. And the client will be validated. If everything goes well, then we will start implementation phase. Okay, this implementation we will see later, not now. Okay, at the once we start the development classes, we will see this. Okay, now, so we are following API lifecycle, right? All 4 pages we did. Now we need to optimize this code, right? So if you want to optimize this code, we need to use some advanced concept that is called traits. Okay, what is trait, how to implement traits, how to call these traits, that and all we will see tomorrow. So tomorrow what I'll do, whatever this 190 lines of code will be there, right? This I am going to optimize it. I will make it as only 50 lines. I am going to reduce almost 140 lines of code. Okay, that we will see it in the tomorrow session. Okay, so today what you need to do, same implement all 4 endpoints. Once this is done, you have to prepare. Yesterday, how many interview questions I give? 7, right?
7.
Yeah,
Sir.
this 7. And today I gave 4. Okay. Try to prepare answers for all the level questions. Once you prepare it, you can share the document with me. Okay. Don't post in the group. Documents, interview questions, you can send it to my personal number. Why? Because if you share it in the group, what will happen? Other fellows, they won't prepare. Simply they will download that, they will copy and paste it, and again they will, send it to me, or they will post in the group. So that's why what you can do, interview questions directly you can post with. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And moreover, tomorrow while attending the session, you are logging to Zoom meeting, right? You can provide your name only. Okay. I could see SS Prasad. This is different name, right?
Yes, sir. This is my
Yeah, that's
Purnima,
what.
actually.
Okay. So if you mention your name, I won't get any confusion.
Okay,
And
sir.
moreover, one more thing, you should not log in with the 2 devices. Some people, what they will do, some people they will log in with mobile and a laptop both. Don't do that. Okay. Always you can log in with one mobile or laptop. That's okay. Clear?
Hmm.
Any questions? Let me know. I'll take your questions.
Sir, in this API, there is a symbol called, there is a tab, share. For what purpose we use that?
Where?
In the API here, sir, share.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah. See, if you want to share this project to other fellows, you
Okay.
can enter their, mail and you can share.
Okay.
Okay. Usually we won't use this. Why? Because people who are not there in the organization, they will have account, right? So we don't use this option. Okay. This and all it will come publish. We will explain. Okay, when we need to use this option. This and all I'll explain. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
No. Mule itself, instead of Postman, Mule itself, like a Swagger developer portal kind of thing, not having. What I meant to say, once you develop this implemented, you configure an API management, you deploy entire thing in the gateway server, then third party partners, I want to give this like a loan application. I can request the loan in the web, or else I will approach one of the dealer to give vehicle for me loan, like application. We will give endpoint to outside world. So that, do you have any separate developer portal, Swagger kind of thing
No,
inside the
directly once you post, once you deploy your application to cloud, you will get one URL that directly you can share to the client. Will show you practical.
No, can give URL.
No, we don't have any. See, once you deploy your application cloud
Mhm.
through runtime manager, we can do it. Once you deploy your application to cloud, here you will get one app URL that you can share to third party or anyone. So here you need to deploy your application.
There API key credentials we need to share. Same credential we can't share 2 persons, right? To log
Sorry?
in that URL. To log in that endpoint URL, we need the credentials, username, password, then
So if you
API
set
key.
up that, security schemes and all, you have to provide, obviously.
No, the same thing, if you do like the same thing you are giving you and me, right? Same credentials. It's not that secure, right? Is that you have
Correct. If you want to access 2 people, you have to provide same. Let's say, if I want to access your internet banking, okay? So you have to provide your username and password to me so that I can access it, right? Same if you want to access it, you can provide the same thing. That's it.
or it's in that proxy gateway maybe configuring. Okay, it's like a API management. Maybe you have that one also in coming
Yes.
future classes. Okay.
Chalo guys, any other questions?
Kishore, are you going to share the recording session, whatever emails we say? That
Recordings, you will get it through your mail, daily basis.
I'm not seeing yesterday. Maybe I given my email ID late.
If you gave late today, you will get it.
Okay, you said yesterday or today.
Yeah, all you will get it.
Okay.
Okay, guys. People still who didn't post your mail ID, try to post it now itself in the group so that I can share the access to you. Already, I created here. If you see this, see already last time we discussed some demos and all, right?
Yes.
So here already I created this and I posted all the 3 classes. These are all demo classes. Class 1, class 2 I explained, right? Yesterday class I explained this already I posted. If you click on this, okay, you will have one YouTube link. You can directly access it. Okay. And only Purnima, Brijesh, Naveen, Nagaraj accepted. Motion not yet accepted. Bindu not yet accepted. Okay.
Sir, I have sent a mail address.
Yeah. Today I'll do that. Yesterday maybe people sent late, so that's why you didn't get. Today we'll get it.
I'm pinging, you can add now.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll add all your mail IDs over. Chalo guys, if we don't have any questions, we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Thanks all. Try to send all the questions and answers today itself, all the 11. And only 3 people, posted this, API. Remaining 7 people also, please practice it and you can post it. Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions, you can directly ping to me or you can call to me. I can help. Okay.
Okay.
While coming to project class, okay, the moment you came here, first 1 week, daily I'm going to conduct some test, okay? Daily I can give you 10 questions. You have to answer that. Understood? Make sure daily you can practice all the things. While coming to offline, you should be ready. You are able to position to answer at least few questions. Okay? Chalo guys, we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks all.